Another beautiful day in paradise here. Sunny and warm and doing laundry. It's kind of like one of those things where you got, nice park on that side, laundromat here. We're about a block from the house we've been staying in. There was 4 of us camping there. Jack went back a couple nights ago. Ryan thought he was going to leave today, probably won't make it out till tomorrow. I think I'll make it out tomorrow, and then David is going to be out in a couple days. He had to order some parts, so yeah. I was looking ahead. I've got about 900 miles, a little less, from here to Wenatchee, go up and see my dad. I haven't figured out how long it's going to take yet. It kind of depends on how fast I feel like moving. And I don't know, I think the thing for today is it's just been kind of nice to sit still for a couple days and recuperate a little bit. And something I realized this morning is it was just kind of surreal that we're finished the sun trip, and that was my whole main goal for the whole year. I mean, I knew I was going to do the whole 22 states, but just getting to the sun trip on time was the biggest push, and then after that I can speed up or slow down. Or the new motor, we're waiting for feedback from the dealer. Well, Ryan is the dealer, but we're also waiting for feedback from Grin Cycles. We'll probably RMA the controller. We think that's probably what the problem is. We had thought about hacking something together, but where it is right now, the new parts all work together, or they did. If I start hacking things, then we'll start cutting into wires to make the new parts work with the old parts. And then when we get the new part, we'll have all these broken wires. What I'm going to end up doing is carrying new parts and old parts, and then probably get the new part replacements shipped to my dad, so I'll ride for a week or two, and then hopefully have the new parts, and then we can really go. But the other thing is I got to put the trailer back together. So to get the trailer to fit into the van, we took it all apart. And I'm looking at it and I thought, well, should I make improvements, or should I just put it back together? And I decided I'm just going to put it back the way it was, and then maybe I'll work on it when I get up to Washington again. So kind of a catch-22. Do you spend the time? It's like sharpening your saw, I guess. If you spend the time, then you can ride faster. If you don't spend the time, you'll have to ride slower, but you can start sooner. So we'll kind of just tweak it as we go, I think, and more than likely hit the road tomorrow. Something like that. So I'm riding north, and then Ryan is riding all the way back to North Carolina. So sounds pretty exciting too. He'll pass pretty close to my place, but I won't be there. I'll be far from there. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Time to check on laundry. All right. Tuesday, June 7th afternoon. It's about 5 o'clock or so. I could have done this in an hour, but I just kind of slacked off. I did get laundry done. That's worth something. So I basically just put it back together the way it was, made a couple changes, took out the piece of plywood that was reinforcing it. Don't think I'm going to miss it, really. The plywood was left over from the first trailer, and I just kept it. Figure a little bit less weight should help. The metal reinforcement goes all the way to here and all the way to there, so it's pretty rigid still. I mean, it's got flex, but the whole trailer flexes, so a little bit of afternoon sun. It's not getting a lot, but it's getting something. So the bag on the ground is the original tool batteries. That's getting charged now. The other bike batteries that the other riders on the sun trip got for me are in the trailer. I took 2 14 amp hour batteries and taped them together, and they're running in parallel. So I figured I'll keep these for spares. And when they got the batteries, they got a whole bunch of free ones. And they'd given me 2, Ryan took 2, and then there was 4 that didn't seem to work. And I think they're worth saving, so I might keep them. They're a lot of extra weight, but if they end up working, I could use them later on another project. So it's just a matter of, do I want to carry a dead weight for 5,000 miles? Not really, but sort of, kind of thing. For the cost of them, it would be worth keeping them, I think. So, yeah, anyway. So everything right now works, so that's good. The third panel is the one I found. That's the one I bought, and this is the one that the Sun Trippers gave me. So the top two basically match. That one is slightly higher spec, but not very much. So they work really well together. This one isn't currently plugged in. I think what I'm going to do is just carry it but not plug it in, and later in the fall I probably would plug it in, kind of face the side to one, whichever side the sun is on, and I can move it to the other side kind of thing. So it's just kind of sitting there right now. So again, it's, you find it for free, you might as well keep it unless I can find something else to do with it. But yeah, anyway. Still pondering. I guess what I was kind of going through today was when the trailer was all taken apart was a good time to make any improvements. And the more I looked at it, I thought, well, it basically worked, and I have all these parts already, so leave it as it was for now, and then maybe make a change later if I want to. It's kind of like, well, if I make any major changes, it takes a lot of time to get it right. And one thing I'm considering is making kind of a little tent trailer that I could sleep in. Not with these parts necessarily, but it would be about that size. The Army cot would go from about the tire all the way to the back of the trailer. So if I made a trailer based on the size of the Army cot, the one over in the shadows there, that's what it would be like. You could use solar panels for the roof, that would be waterproof. Just tape the seam and we're done. So make a new framework. I'd want bigger tires, closer to the size of the ones on the bike, probably 26s or 24s instead of 16s. Yeah. And then the wheel, move it way back, would make it a lot more stable for the length of it is. I mean, if this trailer stopped where it was supposed to, it's perfect. So, yeah, anyway. Might hit the road tomorrow. Should have hit the road today. The longer you sit still, the harder it is to get moving again. It's about 60 miles from here to Golden Gate Bridge if I take the bike paths. That's kind of one of the issues is I need to leave early enough that I can get all the way out of town so that I can find a place to camp and not be in city limits and, you know, on somebody's lawn. Anyway, a lot of allergies today. I'm just kind of like bleh. Kept taking naps. Guess I needed it. Alright, that's it for now. Probably just post this so it looks like I'm doing something. Thanks for all the support.